Okay, so today we're gonna be having a lot of triggered atheists because I'm making a video titled "Why Insulting Religion is Wrong." We always hear the ridicule of which religion is subject to, and unfortunately, Islam and Christianity gets most of the slack. However, in the West, religion is nothing more than cultural. We're already a secular society. The only time religion should be slandered is when organised religion starts to creep into politics, science and education, or just the average man starts shoving it down your throat. But if not, then just leave people alone to practice their own faith. Because like I said, organised religion is no longer organised, and what atheists don't understand that religion is mostly cultural now, not spiritual. So, of course, if you have grown up going to church on Sundays, saying grace before a meal, and putting a cross on top of the Christmas tree instead of a star, of course you're gonna have emotional attachment to it, because you're brought up that way, it's your culture. And although atheists do make logical points, they don't understand you're insulting the way of which people have been raised. So, and of course emotions come to play with faith, and unreason will come to play in defence, because it's your culture and tradition, and you don't want people to bash it. Even atheists become unreasonable when an atheist does something bad, and then you see them defending them. Or if anyone bashes atheism, they start getting triggered. So yeah, Christianity is culturally Western, even though its origins is of the Middle East. You cannot deny that Christianity played a huge role in the build-up of Western civilization, and the altar of every main town centre here in Europe reminds us of that. Insulting religion is like insulting someone's childhood, their memories, their parenting, etc. You can understand why people get annoyed with atheists. It's not religion. If anyone insults anything you're passionate about, people do get argumentative and defensive anyway over anything anyways. So no wonder it leads to fights. But what annoys me more is people who adopt religion and then have the cheek to mock other people's religion, like with atheists. I see the point, but I see the absurdity in a Jew insulting a Muslim or a Hindu insulting Sikhism, because then you get into the argument of why is your Sky King better than somebody else's Sky King? It's more reasonable to discuss if there's even a Sky King in the first place. Now, if there was no God, I would be depressed. This is the best it gets. This is the world. This is the one true experience. And then there's nothing afterwards. It's just nothingness for eternity. However, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And believe in Allah is to believe in Satan as well. So if heaven exists, then hell exists. And if that's the case, I'd rather it be a dark hole of nothingness and go to hell. I don't know what's worse. Just blackness forever or burning in flames forever. Like, hell isn't even like prison. Not 4 months, not 5 years, but forever. That's a tough punishment. And that's also something I don't want to accept, a world that exists even worse than this one. So, yeah. Bit of a contradiction there, I know. I also don't want to accept reincarnation, because how annoying would it be to live in such an annoying thing as life and then die only to be born again, forgetting all your memories, thoughts, experience, along with having to learn how to walk and speak all over again. Also, some believe you don't always come back as human, but of animals. So imagine if you were a human and then you had quite an awesome life only to get downgraded to a lesser experience. Like you were born into a privileged first world suburb only, and then die in a posh elderly home only to come back being born in a third world war zone and having to live life there. And then you may not even come back as human, you may come back as a cow. People say, well, then all souls get the quality of experiencing different blunts of the stick, but then how is it possible to learn that if everything then gets erased and rewritten anyway? So the argument to reincarnation is so everyone gets the blunt of life from the good to the bad, but I don't think that's true, because if all your thoughts and memories are erased, how are you going to learn the lessons? I don't know, the afterlife scares me. I can't accept just not existing, or burning forever, or even having to do 2 rounds all over again, if not 1,000 more. If there isn't a good way out of this planet. However, we can all agree that no one ever will know what's on the other side. And it doesn't matter how advanced we become in technology, that answer of what is next will always be there forever, and will always be a mystery in the universe, because no one can ever come back and tell us. Sure, people have near-death experience, but when you're in extreme pain, the brain naturally produces things like oxytocin and DMT to counter or distract you from extreme pain, which is similar to psychedelic drugs, which do get people trippy. Just look at the amount of people on morphine in hospitals and see how they act sometimes during visits when you're about to see a dead granny or whatever. Yes, near-death experiences get you drunk, so don't believe any people saying they come back from the dead. Then people say dead relatives visit them in their dreams as proof, but if you have an extreme attachment to someone emotionally, the brain does play tricks on you. We have many perspectives to answer the question using religion, but there is no clear answer. I think people just can't accept when it's over. But I think of it like what the world wars would have been like before you were born, or when you were a sperm cell. So maybe it's just like that. So, because you can't remember, so you still existed as a sperm cell, but you didn't have conscious, but you still existed. So maybe dying's just like that. So I don't know. But like I said, there's no other way to answer this question, which is annoying, as in a technological way we have always had answers for everything, but not for the most asked question of where do I go next? And it will always remain a mystery, no matter how advanced we get as a civilization. Which is quite depressing, but yeah, that's just the way it is. But to make you happier, I'll be making more videos soon, so at least you have good news there. So I'll continue to see you in this life anyway, hopefully.